Hello, this is the lecture number 16 for the chapter Continuity and Differentiability, and in the last lecture we were discussing the miscellaneous exercise, and I think we have done up to question number 6. Let us take the remaining questions of this miscellaneous exercise. In question number 7, if you see it very carefully, there's a function containing the log x raised to power log x, which is containing the variable in the base as well as in the exponent. So we cannot differentiate without taking the log. So take log on both sides. See it very carefully. So log y will be equal to log x, log x, using the properties of the log. Now you have to differentiate it very carefully. So differentiate both sides. Log y will be equal to 1 upon y d by dx. We have to use the product rule here. So derivative of log x is equal to 1 upon x. Second function as it is, plus first function as it is, derivative of second function, which will be equal to 1 upon log x. Derivative of log x will be log, first of all differentiate this log and this, after that log x. So derivative of this will be 1 upon log x multiplied by the derivative of log x, which will be equal to 1 upon x. So simplify it, d by dx will be equal to y multiplied by this expression. The simplification form of this log x upon x, and the log x will be cancelled out, only 1 upon x. So this is the d by dx. Now question number 8, you can do it directly. Simply it is a composite function, cos with this angle, and you first of all find d by dx by first of all differentiate cos, which is equal to minus sine, and this as it is, multiply by the derivative of this function, that is a cos x plus sine x, whose derivative will be minus a sine x plus b cos x. This simple derivative is this. Question number 9, again you cannot differentiate this without taking the log, because in the base as well as in the exponent we have the variable. So taking log on both sides will be equal to log y will be equal to this multiply with the log of this function. See it very carefully. And now differentiate. Now you can differentiate by taking using the product rule. So derivative of this will be 1 upon by d by dx. So differentiate it, derivative of this function, which is equal to cos x minus sine x, and this function as it is, plus first function as it is, multiply by the derivative of this. So see it very carefully. The derivative of this will be 1 upon sine x minus cos x, multiply by the derivative of this will be, which will be equal to sine x plus cos x. Derivative of this will be 1 upon sine x minus cos x, and derivative of this will be sine x plus cos x. So this is the derivative of this function. This 1 upon this multiply by the derivative of this cancel out. So derivative of this will be cos x plus sine x. You have to multiply with the derivative sine x minus cos x will be equal to cos x plus sine x. This is a simplified form of this. Take this y to the right hand side and put the value of y, which is equal to this. So this is the simple derivative. Now see this question very carefully, because this question also contains 4 terms, and see each term very carefully. This is x raised to power x raised to power a raised to power x, and a raised to power a. So these are 4 terms. So let first term be u, second term be v, third term be w, fourth term be t, and d by dx will be equal to du upon dx, dv upon dx, dw upon dx, dt upon dx, where we have let u is equal to x raised to power x, v is equal to x raised to power a, w is equal to a raised to power x, and we have let t is equal to a raised to power a. Now we will differentiate this individually and see the differentiation very carefully. Now if you see all the terms, these 4 terms, we see that we can differentiate these 3 terms without taking the log, because this is x raised to power a, which is of the form x raised to power n. So you can differentiate very easily. dv upon dx will be equal to a x raised to power a minus 1, and this is direct formula of a raised to power x, which is equal to a raised to power x log a, and this is the constant term, so its derivative will be equal to 0, that is dt upon dx will be equal to 0, because this is a constant term. A raised to power a is a constant term. This is direct derivative of a raised to power x, which is equal to a raised to power x log a, and this is x raised to power n, a x raised to power n minus 1. So dv upon dx, dw upon dx, dt upon dx. Now see this first term, which is x raised to power a, which cannot be differentiated without taking the log. So you have to take log on both sides, which will equal to log u is equal to x log x, and you know the derivative of this. You can differentiate this by using the product rule. That is, first of all, derivative of x, which is equal to 1 plus x multiplied by the derivative of log x, which be equal to 1 upon x. This comes out to be log x plus 1, and you have to take this u to the right hand side, and you know the value of u, which is equal to x raised to power x. So this is du upon dx. So in these 4 terms, we have to take the log of only in one term, whereas the remaining terms can be differentiated without taking the log. So put the value of du upon dx, dv upon dx, dw upon dx, dt upon dx in this step number 1. You'll get dy dx. So it is a good question. Now again in question number 11, if we see both the terms, and both terms cannot be differentiated without taking the log, and you know it, when we cannot differentiate without taking the log and we have the plus or minus sign between them, you have to let them something. We have let this equal to u and this is equal to v, and these types of question you have already done. Now dy dx will be equal to du upon dx and dv upon dx, where we have let u is equal to x raised to power x square minus 3 and v is equal to x minus 3 whole square x square. So you have to differentiate it by taking the log. So log of this will be x square minus 3 log x, and log v will be equal to x square log x minus 3. Now you can find du upon dx by using the product rule here. So derivative of log u will be equal to 1 upon u du upon dx, and use the product rule here. So derivative of this bracket will be equal to 2x log x as it is, plus derivative of log x will be equal to 1 upon x. So du upon dx will be equal to u multiplied by this, and the value of u is this, and the simplified form of this expression is equal to this. Similarly, you can differentiate this by using the product rule. First of all, derivative of x square, which is equal to 2x log x minus 3 as it is, plus x square as it is, and derivative of log x minus 3 will be equal to 1 upon x minus 3. So dv upon dx will be equal to v multiplied by this expression, and the value of b is this. Now put these two, dv upon dx and du upon dx, in this expression number 1. So you can find the value of dy upon dx. Similarly, it's a different question from the 12. Now in this, you can easily differentiate without taking the log, because you can know the derivative of sine inverse x, you know the derivative of sine inverse under root 1 minus x square, which is a composite function. So dy dx will be equal to 1 upon under root 1 minus x square, plus differentiate this considering as a composite function. First of all, differentiate sine inverse, then multiply by the derivative of this. Now the derivative of sine inverse will be 1 upon under root 1 minus x square, and in place of x we have under root 1 minus x square. So this multiply by the derivative of under root 1 minus x square, and you know the derivative of this, 1 upon twice root x multiply by the derivative of this. Now when we simplify this, we are getting as 1 upon under root 1 minus x square, which is same as this, cancel out, we are getting this as 0. So this is a simple question. See the derivative of this very carefully. First of all, differentiate sine inverse, then multiply by the derivative of this square root. You know the derivative of these types of function very well, because we are doing the at most last questions of the differentiation. So you must know these types of derivatives, otherwise you have to revise it again, then you come to this exercise. Now in question number 12 is of the parametric functions questions, and parametric function, that is y and x, it expressed in terms of t. You know that we can differentiate it by using the chain rule. First of all, you find dy upon dt, which is equal to 12 0 plus sine t, and here dx upon dt will be equal to 10 1 minus cos t, and dy upon dx will be equal to dy upon dt into dt upon dx. So dy upon dt is this, dt upon dx is this, and simplify by using the trigonometric identity. We know that sine t is equal to 2 sine t cos t by 2. We know that 1 minus cos t is 2 sine square t by 2. So these are some questions up to question number 12 of this miscellaneous exercise. And question number 14 is very important. See it very carefully. Now, whenever you have to prove something that the derivative of the given function is equal to, in this question, is minus 1 upon x square. So see it very carefully when you have to find or you have to prove something. Now, the function is x under root 1 plus y under root 1 plus x is equal to 0. First of all, simplify it to obtain the value of y. Algebraically simplify it. You take one of the term to the right hand side, squaring both the sides. You can remove the square roots, and by factorization or by simplification of the this expressions, by algebraically you are getting the value of y as minus x upon 1 plus x. Now differentiate by taking the quotient rule. Square of the denominator, derivative of the numerator into denominator minus numerator into derivative of the denominator, which gives minus 1 upon 1 plus x ka whole square. So this is a very good question of question of 14, and is an important question also. We'll discuss the remaining question in the next lecture. Thank you.